What is up, guys? Johnny64 here, back and better than ever, as it says in the back cover of Knack 3. I have been gone for a long time, and by that I mean like I stopped doing news/discussion videos for more than a month, but it's time for me to get my lazy off and start working back at what I love to do. So let's get to it. It's been almost 2 months since the announcement of Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel during the Game Awards, which everybody already expected CTR and Remastered to be the next installment of the somewhat rebooted Crash series. However, people like me wanted a new platform game to be the next installment, but I guess we'll have to wait for a while, or do we? Everybody expected Vicarious Visions to be working on the Crash Team Racing Remaster, only to be surprised with Beenox, I'm not sure if that's how you'd pronounce it, being the only ones developing the game. But why them? Why not have Vicarious Visions work on the remaster? Well, the answer to that is because they're working on a new platform Crash game, or as I like to call it, Crash Bandicoot 4. I mean, what else could they be working on? Recently, Activision has departed with Bungie, who are the developers of the Destiny series, but Vicarious Visions also helped developing the game as well. But after Activision lost the IP to the series, Vicarious Visions are unable to work with Bungie since they are owned by Activision. Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro are the only current IPs that are still alive in Activision's basement. So that could only mean that Vicarious Visions are supposed to be the ones working on the Crash series, Toys for Bob for Spyro, and Call of Duty, I don't even know to begin with. I mean, I'm not into this Call of Duty series, so. However, Activision did get a new developer to work on the Crash spin-off, not a platform game, but a spin-off game. So that could possibly mean that if we get more new racing games or party games for Crash, these spin-off titles will be worked by Beenox, while Vicarious Visions will only be working on new Crash platform games. This is how I see it working for the future of Crash. And this is good. This is actually good because that means that the newer games won't be rushed, since Vicarious Visions doesn't have to quickly work on the racing remaster, Nitro Fueled, and then afterwards on the new game. They handed the spin-off and main titles to different developers to give them more time to work on it and make it good, and also release it on like the span of a year, like since this other company's gonna be working on the new game, but Beenox can basically next year Vicarious Visions releases Crash 4 or whatever, and Beenox during that time can be working on like a Crash party game for next year, kind of having like a 1-year spin-off, 1-year platform, 1-year spin-off type of thing, you know what I mean? If that's what they're going for, then they can actually do that. Early reports stated back in 2018 that Vicarious Visions were hiring new employees for specific jobs on a new game, along with some new interns working on an animation, which was an animation of Crash playing with a Wumpa fruit. Everyone thought it was Crash Team Racing Remastered, but turns out that they're not the ones making it, meaning that ever since the success of Insane Trilogy, they have been developing, making new ideas to take the Crash series to a new level, a new game that will show the path to the future of Crash. In my opinion, after Insane Trilogy, they started working on fixing the glitches, DLCs, and then after that they started sketching for the new Crash game. Then in 2018 they started officially working on the game, all the way to the present day. Now it's making me wonder, why is it taking so long? 2018 to 2019, as the game won't release till 2020, and it's somewhat the same time they took to make the remaster trilogy, but this time it's only like one game, you know what I mean? So does this mean that the game will be bigger than expected? How many levels are we seeing? This is definitely exciting though. And yes, I do believe that the new platform Crash game will be a true Crash 4, and I do believe it's going to be released in 2020. They're not going to be taking a whole year off without any new game. Activision needs the money fast. They lost Bungie, they lost, Destiny, so they will definitely push Vicarious Visions to release that new Crash game next year. So yes, I do think Vicarious Visions is working on the new platform Crash game, and I expect to see the trailer by the end of 2019 and a summer release for 2020, along with a new platform Spyro game for next year, alongside the new Crash game. And Spyro for the Switch and PC port will be probably released this year, since last year was for the PS4 and Xbox release. But this year will be for the Switch and PC port. Next year will definitely be just like old times when Crash and Spyro release games alongside each other. It will be even more epicer if the new installments will be a sequel to the third game, ignoring the sequels that came after it. Make it happen, guys. So those are my thoughts on the future of Crash. I think that Vicarious Visions will work on only, platform Crash games, and Beenox will be working on the spin-off titles like racing and party games. Also, if a new platform Crash game doesn't release next year like I said, come back to this video and say fuck you, Johnny Cooper. And if there is, then comment saying thank you very much, Johnny Cooper. But I am very convinced that there will be a new Crash game next year. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.